So now we finished chanting the stotra. So now, first, last, up to here now, we did it up to Hrinkarasana, first shlokam. I'm just recapping, and then all the the Hrudaya Devi, Siro Devi, Anganyasa, Karanyasa, we saw what it means, what it is, all that we saw that. And then gurus, whoever worshipped mother, Parameshwara, Parameshwari, up to from there, all the gurus, Shashti Shamayi, Buddhi Shamayi, means Upasaka, Sadhakas. So they are all worshipped mother. And then we saw this Kameshwari, Bhagamarini, Nityakline, they are all from Tidhi Devatas, means days, from Paurnami to Amavasya, Pajyami, Vidya, Tadiya, Chaviti, Kameshwari for Pajyami, first day. We saw all that. And then we entered into Sri Chakram. Sri Chakram means we saw this Navavarana Sri Chakram, 9 layers of Sri Chakram. First Avarana, we did that square. We are going from outer to inner. Inner is the innermost, is the Bindu. That is where Shiva and Parvati are together. Now we are starting from outer, that square. So that square has 3 lines. First one is Siddhi Devatas, 10 of them we elaborately discussed. And then Matruka Devatas, Brahmi, Maheshwari, Kaumari, Vaishnavi, they are all 8 of them. They are in the middle line. And the third line, inner one, innermost line, in that square, they are Mudra Devatas. They are silent communicators. So they are, we saw all that. Anima Siddhe, we saw, then Kaumari, all those. And then Sarva Vidramini, Sarva Sankshobhini, Sarva Vidramini, Sarva Karshini, Sarva Vashankari. All those are all Mudra Devatas. They are again 10 of them. So 10 plus 8, 28 Devatas we saw in Chaturashram, means that square. In the 3 lines, we took elaborately, we saw. And then I told you this time I'm going to tell you the entry points. We saw the 4 entry points, what they are. Then we will be finishing this whole chakram is called Trailokya Mohana Chakram. And then each layer has one yogini, Prakata Yogini. So she is inviting us with open arms. Come inward, come to me, come to me. Then I will take to Lalita Parabhattarika, the innermost, that Bindu. So this is what up to we saw. Now these 4 layers, 4 entry points we want to see. With last week I just touch based with it, but I didn't elaborate. First one is Ganapati, then Surya, means sun god. Third one is Vishnu. Fourth one is Shiva. So 4 entries, 4 devatas are there. First, let us elaborate on Ganesha. See, Ganesha, what happens is the learning skills. See what happens, he gives us the learning skills. See, what happens, I will give you one example, then we can grasp it. See, when I say I know everything, or I understood everything, then we are blocking the learning skills. I'm not learning at that moment. That is the first block. For example, for body to go to the heart, arteries or veins, when they are blocked, the blood circulation is not going to the heart. Then doctor says you have a blockage. We need to do open heart surgery or keep some stunt or some tube. In the same way, when I think I know everything, when I think I understood, I don't need to learn anything. That is a blockage in learning. That blockage Ganesha will remove. So that's very important. And then Ganesha here, representation of, he will remove the dirt on our physical body. Physical body dirt means what? I am the body. I am limited personality. That is what we think. I am limited to that only. So that is physical body dirt. And then he will remove that. And then he will remove that not able to learn or not able to go forward. Means he will give us the learning skills. He will put us in the right time, right moment, at the right place. That is what Ganesha does. And then what happens? Next one is Surya Bhagavan. See, I want to tell you one pointer here. See, for every yantra, every Sri Chakram is mother's yantra. Every yantra, Surya aspect is there, included in that. Surya means sun god. Sun god is the representation of self. So that part is included in every yantra, not only mothers, Hanuman yantra, Lakshmi yantra, Saraswati yantra, whichever yantra you take, Surya Bhagavan is included in that. What does that second Surya Bhagavan does it? Then not only learning, that will not be sufficient. We need to have the experience. To go forward, we need to have the experience. Surya Bhagavan gives that experience. Means this one experience is for the subtle body. Means Sukshma Sarira. That whatever is the dirt is there, he will remove that and give us the experience. I will give you an example here, then it's easy to grasp. See, what happens is, let us say I ate laddu. Everybody says, wow, laddu is yellow color or orange color or made out of bundi, thin bundi, this, that, all that. Wow, this, that experience, people will tell. But still, till then, I ate that laddu, then only I get the experience. If I don't eat the laddu, no matter how much they describe, how much they tell, I don't have that experience. So that blockage of that experience, Surya Bhagavan will remove. Experience is very important. Then only we can go further. Experience means that love, that compassion, that straightforwardness in our behavior, all that when I experience, I want to move forward in my sadhana. That experience that Surya Bhagavan gives. Then first one is learning skills, then experience. Then even though I have the experience, there will be obstacles. Somebody might pull, even in the family or circumstances. Vastu, Vyakti, Paristiti. Vastu means any objects can pull us down, not to go further, even though we have learning skills and experience. There are some situations might pull us down. That is the Vishnu Maya. Now that is the third god is, we need the Vishnu Bhagavan Shakti. Then we might get trapped into that Maya Shakti, Vaishnavi Shakti any minute, any second. Because whole thing is pervaded by Maya Shakti. God is there, Maya Shakti is there. Both are there in the world. That Maya Shakti is nothing different than from God, Mother. So, but then we should not fall into that Maya. That is why Vishnu Bhagavan is the third one. That is why when we do Krishna Jayanti today, let us remember Krishna. That is only Vishnu Swarupam. Both of them are same. What happens when we do Rasa Leela? What happens? Angana Madhye Madhava. That is how we chant that Gopika Geetam. In Bhagavatam it comes. Dashmaskandam it comes. What does that mean? Beautiful. Rasa Leela is such a beautiful one. Once we know the meaning, what happens is we all polluted our mind. We get wrong thinking. Or wrong impressions are formed in our mind. Angana Madhyane Madhava. Angana means that is a thought. In between that thought, they are representing of Stri Vachakam. Means representation of a lady, Stri. That means thought is a representation of a Stri, lady. Angana means one thought. Between the thought, Madhava, that Sri Krishna is there. But then we are caught up so much, we are not paying attention to this Sri Krishna, that silence, That is why even meditation, they say, in between, concentrate on that silence. That silence is Madhava. Angana Angana Mache Madhava. So we need to go into that Sri Krishna. Because Krishna Jayanti, Krishna, nothing but Goptri, Govinda Rupini, nothing other than Mother, Vaishnavi, Vishnu Maya, Vaishnavi Devi, if we speak in Stri Vachakam. So then that is what that Maya Shakti, that Vishnu Bhagavan will pull out from that Maya, not to get caught up in our own thoughts. In thoughts means nothing but our own world. That's all it is. We are caught up in that. We are keep on thinking, same thoughts. Somebody said every day we think 60,000 thoughts, not 16, 60,000 thoughts. In that 60,000 thoughts, 55,000 thoughts are already thought about it. Means charvita charanam means like a pawn. When we keep on chewing, we are doing that to our thoughts. So this is why we are not able to get into that Krishna. So this is what Vishnu Bhagavan will remove to go forward. That is the cleansing of that Karana Sharira. Karana Sharira means causal body. That's where our tendencies, that's where our impressions are there. Then now Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, causal body, all of them got cleansed up. Then, but are we still at the stage to know ourselves, to get the fully absorbed with that Satchitananda Paramatma? Not there yet. That is why that fourth one is Shiva. Shiva means Lord Shiva, means Jnana Swarupini. Shiva is the only one who knows about Mother. Same way, if we want to reach to Shiva, we need to pray to Mother. Then Shiva Jnana Pradayini, Lalita Sahasranama, Shiva Shakti Rupini. So then Shiva, when we pray to Shiva, what happens? He says, I don't know what to do. I will take you to Mother. Amma. See, Father also says, I will give you example here. Even Father says that, right? If we are on the phone, Daddy, can you tell me this? Then Father, what does Father says? Oh, I don't know. Let me give the phone to Mother. Isn't it happened to all the households? Same way, he will say, I know what to do. I will take you how you get the knowledge, how you go to Mother, how you know, how she will reveal herself to you. That jnana, that knowledge, he will give and take us to Mother. That's how Shiva. So Ganapati is for learning skills. That is what gives us the jnanam, knowledge. And then second one is Surya Bhagavan gives us the experience to move forward in the sadhana. And then experience means we need to feel that love, joy, that happiness. When we are learning, when we are doing this Shravana sadhana, we need to have that joy. Then only we'll come back. You might have a question, how can you prove? You are all proof for that, because you are all coming. Means you are all learning something, or you are feeling the joy, happiness. That is why same people will come to the satsang wherever you go. See, that is what second one, Surya Bhagavan. And then Vishnu Bhagavan will remove that Maya, take us even further. And then fourth one is Shiva, gives us the complete knowledge and reveals Mother. So that is why 4 devatas are at the 4 gates. This is called Trailokya Mohana Chakram. And here the yogini is Prakata Yogini, that yogini is inviting us with open hands, come to me. So so far we finished up to first Avarana.
Shyamlaji, can you please tell again what 4 devatas do?
Sure, sure.
Just in one line each.
Sure. First one is Ganapati, cleansing of sthula, gross body and learning skills.
Hanji.
Second one is Surya Bhagavan, sun god, for experience and then cleansing of subtle body.
Okay.
Third one is Vishnu Bhagavan, removes the Maya,
Karana
Sharira.
Yes.
They are gone. And then final one is Shiva, the absolute knowledge that Shiva takes us to Mother. Because both are Ardhanarishvara. Mother takes us to Shiva. Shiva takes us to Mother. So they
Thank
are
you
all
very much.
working together. So this is the 4 devatas, okay? That is the ultimate. That is the Turiya. That's what Mandukya Upanishad says. Turiya Sthiti. That's where our absolute true nature. So this is what, so far we finished the first avarana. From 9 avaranas, first avarana we finished. This is the outermost. And now we are entering to second one. And then before we enter, there are three lines with circle. 3 lines in a circle. That circle, what happens is, so far that is not an avarana. That is not in 9 layers. So far nobody mentioned anything about that. We don't know why they are there. I heard referred so many books. I did not find anything. Only recently, somewhere I found one information. It is like that, but it does not belong to the 9 avarana. Remember that. That does not belong to avarana. Next avarana is the 16 petal one. That we will go into that. Before I go, I just give you one pointer here. What happens is, this is like a Jvala Malini, like a fireball, fire rings. We learned this. Then Mother is going to test us. Are we qualified to go further? So that's what the testing, like a fireball. The 3 layers are like a testing balls. That's all it is. So then we are now crossing over and then going to that 16 petals one. That is Shodasha Dalam. Shodasha, that is the second avarana, means Sarva, that name is Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. That is the second avarana, second layer, from outer to inner. And then Yogini is Gupta Yogini. Gupta means secret. See, before the Prakata Yogini is opened her arms to come in. Now Gupta Yogini is taking us to inner. That means that is why it is secret. Yogini is Gupta Yogini. Layer name is Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. And then here we have Devatas. Now we need to see in each petal that Shodasha, 16 Devatas are there. Those Devatas are 16 from Kama Karshini, from that to Sharira Karshini, up to that it will be 16 Devatas. All of them are Akarshana Devatas, means attracting Devatas. And then attachment Devatas, both of them. Which way you want to go? If you want to go downward again, then they are attracting. And then go to upward, that means attached to Mother. That attachment has to happen through Mother, that Bindu, that 9th avarana. So they are all Kama Karshini, Buddhya Karshini, Ahankara Karshini, Shabda Karshini, Sparsha Karshini, Rupa Karshini, Rasa Karshini, Gandha Karshini, Chitta Karshini, Dhairya Karshini, Smrutya Karshini, Nama Karshini, Bija Karshini, Atma Karshini, Amrita Karshini, Sirira Karshini, Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakra Swamini, Gupta Yogini, up to Kamakarshini to Sharirakarshini are 16 devatas. That is why they are petals. This is the second inner one we are going. Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. And then each petal, these 16 devatas are sitting. That is why 16 petals are there. Each devata, they are all devatas. Now, this one we will take it like a essence. See, let us see. Kamakarshini, Buddhakarshini, Ahankarakarshini. Ichha Jnana Kriya Shakti. Kamakarshini. See, like I said before, if I want to go down, Kama means desires. If I have the right desire for satsang, desire for satpurushas, desire for sadbhavas, then I will go upward. That means go to mother. Then for what? For that, what do I need? Buddhyakarshini, a devata. That devata has to bless me. Buddhi means intellect. Knowledge take place in intellect. Then only that knowledge will be decisive. If it is in the mind, it keeps on going, coming and going, coming and going. It's not the permanent. When it goes to the knowledge in the buddhi, intellect, that knowledge stays there. That buddhi akarshini means attraction. Same thing, positive or negative. If I want to go downward, the negative devata. Everything is only mother's creation only. So that's why Buddhya Akarshini, that knowledge will take place. And then desire, that icha, I need to learn. Then knowledge, Buddhya Akarshini, knowledge took place. That is Jnana, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Then Kriya Shakti, Ahankara Akarshini, that sense of I need to spread this knowledge. That this is a sattvic way. I have to have the desire to spread, to give the knowledge to everybody. So that is called Icha Jnana Kriya Shakti. Then this Ahankara Karshini, there is a danger point for sadhakas, to seekers like us. What happens when I say I am learning, I know these stotras, I can memorize any shlokam, anything in Bhagavad Gita, I know whole Bhagavad Gita, or I know Lalita Sahasranama, or I know Vishnu Sahasranama, I know all of them. Then what happens? Ahankara, that ego, that I am something, that pops up. There is a danger point. When does it pops up? When I don't surrender to mother. I need to surrender to these devatas, because they are all Ahankara Karshini. Devata is blessing me to know all these, that to do this kriya, to learn, to go to satsang. So we need to take it in positive way. Otherwise, that wrong notion will pops up. So that is the danger point. So Icha Jnana Kriya. Then what happens if we go wrong way? This is the test now. 5 tests. Testing devatas again. Everything is a test. When we want to move forward, that is why only devotees gets the test. Tough tests. That's why devotees are, when we read devotee stories, bhakta stories, they are full of sufferings. Sakubai, Mirabai, and even Tukaram, everybody, Vitthal Bhagavan devotees, so many are there. Everybody, we see only difficulties. Why? They are all tests. They took it in positive way and they moved forward. Now let us see what are the visa, Kama Karshini, Buddhya Karshini, Ahankara Karshini. Now what are the tests? Shabda Karshini, Sparsha Karshini, Rupa Karshini, Rasa Karshini, Gandha Karshini. There are 5 of them. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. There are 5. Pancha, 5 means Pancha. That is why we call Prapancha, Prakarshena this Pancha. That is what world is. Prapancha means that world. Nothing but these five. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda means we hear. Sparsha means touch. Rupa means that form. Rasa means the taste. Gandha means smell. See, let us analyze here. In this world, there is only these five. Do you think any other than five are there? No. That is why it is called Prapancham. We hear through ears. That's all it is. And then we smell through the nose. We see through form. We see the form. Somebody we need to see, we need the eyes. Rupam, form. Taste, rasam, that jihva means the tongue. See, if we have the taste for, again upward, if we have the taste for that taste, naluka, that jihva, taste that Rama Namam, Krishna Namam, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, then it will not speak any other words. When the Shabdam, the sound, ears taste, that ruchi, that is why ruchi, the taste, that experience, that love, joy, then it does not want to hear any other words. That is why our prayers are in Adharva Vedam, even Mandukya Upanishad, they are all in that Adharva Vedam, Prashna Upanishad. The prayer is Bhadram Karnebhi Srunuyama Devaha. Bhadram Karnebhi Srunuyama Devaha. O Devatas, please help me, please bless me. Bhadram means auspiciousness. Karna means ears. Through my ears, I hear only auspicious, means good words. Please bless us. We are praying to Devatas. This is what we are praying to, all these Devatas. My ears should hear only good sounds, only nice words, auspicious words. And then my eyes, Bhadram Pashye Maksha Bhirya Jatraha. All Devatas again asking, all Devatas, please, my eyes should see all the nice, beautiful Krishna Rupam, Krishna's form, or Rama Rupam, Rama's form, or mother's form. Nothing but Rama is nothing but mother, Lalita Parabhattarika. That is why Rama, that name is there in Lalita Sahasranama. So they both are same. Only Rama holds Kodanda Rama, means he holds that bow and arrow. Because he is a Kshatriya, he is a warrior. Dharma Samsthapana, he was born to establish the Dharma, righteousness. That is why Kodanda Rama. Mother is also holding bow and arrow. What is that? Ikshu Kodanda, Mano Rupe Ikshu Kodanda, Pancha Tanmatra Sayaka. That is what comes in Lalita Sahasranama. Ikshu Kodanda means sugar cane. Mother holds that Ikshu Kodandam. Kodandam means that bow. That Ikshu means sugar cane. Then what are those arrows? There's nothing but these five. This is the significance of five, that Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, representation of, she holds that 5 flowers. Some might show 10 flowers. This is only representation. 5, it means that 5 Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. When that is why mind is there. When our mind is focused on mother, then it becomes, then arrow and bow comes together. We have good experiences, joyful experiences, lovable experiences. All the happiness comes to our life. So then we will be able to hear only good words. That is why that unity has to happen. That is why mind has to immerse with mother. So that is why Shabda Karshini, my Bhadram Pashe Maksha Bhirya Jatraha. Sthirairangai Stuštuvagam Sastanubhi. Even our body should be strong to pray mother, or to any god, Vishnu or Shiva or Krishna, to reach Parameshvara, Paramatma. So that is why this all these 5 of them: Shabdakarshini, Sparshakarshini, Rupakarshini, Rasakarshini, Gandhakarshini. Those devatas have to bless us. When we surrender to those devatas, they will bless us to move forward. If we don't surrender, I've told you already that ahankara is the danger point. Then what happens? We go downward. So that this is all put together, 5 of them. And then when I think about the Shabda Sparsha, I always remember Viveka Chudamani. I'm sure some of you must have listened Viveka Chudamani from Swamiji or anybody else. That's, I remember Shankaracharya also. I remember the shloka, that's why I have to tell you. Shabdadibhi panchabhireva pancha panchattvamapusvagunena baddhaha kuranga matanga patanga meena bhringanara sanchita ranchita kim. That's what Shankaracharya says in Viveka Chudamani. This is the 75th shloka. See, this Shankaracharya gives a beautiful example. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 of them, he gives 5 animal examples. For Shabda, he gives that Kuranga, means the deer. What happens? Until then, happily gazing the grass. Then the hunter comes, plays the flute. Then he just stops right there, listening to the beautiful melody of that flute. Shabda, sound. Again stays there. Then hunter shoots the arrow, grabs her. So deer has only one weakness for Shabda. He takes 5 animals for this. Now the Shabdakarshini is gone for a deer example. And then it fell into the trap. Then second one, Sparsha, he brings the Matanga. That is why Ganesha, we say Matanga Vadana Ananda Sadana. Matanga means elephant face. Vadana means face. Matanga Vadana means elephant face god, Ganapati. So that is why he brings the Sparsha means touch. For that he brings Matanga means elephant. Elephant has weakness for touch. That's why they bring the lady elephant. What they do is they keep the lady elephant far away and then keep the male elephant here, and then in between they do big hole and then cover up with all the grass. And then she sees the far away, he sees the lady elephant. For the touch, he goes forward. Then he falls in the trap. What happened? The touch trap for that elephant. And third one, Shabda Sparsha Rupa. Rupa means form. That for firefly. What happens? Firefly gets attracted to that fire, that Rupa. Gurudev gives very example. Again, Viveka Chudamani. When we listen to Gurudev's lectures, they are beautiful, very nice lectures. He says, he describes very beautifully what happens on the leaf. Under the leaf, a whole family is celebrating the dinner. Husband, wife, children nicely sitting at the dining table. And far away, the car comes. Sees the headlights. Then they just get attracted to the light. What happens? They fell for that Rupa, means the form. So firefly, that is the third. Kuranga Matanga, that is the Patanga. Next one is Meena. Meena means fish. Kuranga Matanga Patanga Meena. Meena means fish. What does it do? Rasa. Rasa means taste. For food. No matter how much fish eats, when the fisherman comes and put that worm on his net, on his rod, that fishing rod, he goes after it and then falls for that trap. Meena, fish has only one rasa, the taste. Only one trap, gone, life is gone. And then final one is Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Brunga. Brunga means that honeybee. Honeybee goes for flower and enjoys that honey. Only one weakness, that smell weakness. Wherever the honeybee, whenever you see the fragrance, the flower fragrance comes, they come. Wherever, you don't need to invite them. They just come for that fragrance. So that's why it is only one, that grana, that fragrance. That so then it comes and then enjoying the honey and then fall for the trap. Each animal has only one weakness. Naraha means man, human being. This jiva has weaknesses for all five. Isn't it true? We always want to hear something or other, good or bad. Good is good anyway. We don't need to discuss anything, all the gossip, anything. Our ears get attracted. Shabdam, sparsha, always want to touch. Man, woman, all that touch, all that. And then again, Shabda, sparsha, rupa, always want to see, get attracted to another form. Rasa means always taste. This I don't need to tell. This one goes until we die. If they say as we get older, it gets that taste buds get, we want to eat more. Then only the taste buds get satisfied. So the older we get, the more we eat. Because we need more to eat, enjoy that flavor. So this is what that taste, rasa. And then gandha, always want to smell something, except that agarabatti smell, where we pray to Lord Sri Krishna. I'm just joking, you are all not in that category. So we want to smell that agarabatti smell because we are all seekers. So I'm just giving you a funny example, that's all. So basically, human being has a weakness for all five. Bringanara sanchita ranchita kim. He is endowed with all these weaknesses. What to do, what to talk about man. How hard we need to work. How much we need the blessings of these mothers. Akarshana devatas. We need their blessings, all these 16 devatas. Then only we can move forward. So now we saw up to Kamakarshini, Buddhyakarshini, Ahankaраkarshini, Shabdakarshini, Sparshakarshini, Rupakarshini, Rasakarshini, Gandhakarshini. So these 5 of them are trap. But if we don't get trapped, if we have the blessings of these mothers, then what happens? Chitta Karshini. Chitta means that memory power. Memory gets cleansed. That's why Ramana Maharshi says in Upadeshasaram, Chitta Shodhakam Mukti Sadhakam. Chitta Shodhakam means when Chitta, that memory power, gets purified, then what happens? Our Mukti Sadhakam, that is the Sadhakam, that is the means for our liberation. Purified Chittam. That is why it is called Chitta Karshini has to bless us. Chitta Karshini Devata has to bless us. Chitta Karshini, up to that is the test. Are we going to fall for it? Are we going to pass? Prapancha, remember, Pancha means only those 5. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Are we going outward tendency? Fall for that? That these are all tests. Then Chitta Karshini from onwards, they are all pass. If we pass, this is what happens. Chitta Shodhakam, Chitta Karshini Devata will purify our Chittam, that memory power. And then we keep that knowledge, whatever our Guru taught us, the texts, the Shastras will stay in our Chitta. Chitta, for example, I will give you, it's like a closet. In our house, it's like a closet. That way, everything stays. So, Chitta Karshini. Then again, there is again like ahankara, there is a danger point. Here is also one danger point. There is one thing, chitta and chinta. Very small difference. Chitta and chinta. Chinta means worry. Chitta means keeping all these good things with blessings of chitta karshani. That is why there is a beautiful shloka I will tell you, because you are all seekers. The shlokas will help you to really, there is a beauty in Sanskrit shlokas also. Don't be afraid of shlokas. Beautiful shloka. Chita chinta dvayor madhye chinta nama gariyasi. Chinta dahati jeevinam chita dahati nirjeevinam. See what happens, they are saying is chinta means worry. Worry constantly really burns us down. Something or other, whether what happened, whatever is going to happen, or right, anything, or right now, whether they come or not, all this worry, that burns us while we are alive. We don't need to go to that funeral pyre, chita, we don't need to go. But when the worry is, we burn right here while we are alive. That is why that chinta is greater than that funeral pyre, because it is killing us while we are alive. That kills us only once. After we are dead, after we pass away, we don't even know when they put the fire. That is why this chitta has to be chitta karshini devata blessing. We really need her blessings. Otherwise, we'll be chinta. Chinta means while we are alive, we are getting burnt. Chitta means funeral pyre that burns us only once after we pass away. But that happens only once, and that too we don't even know. That is why they are able to put the fire. If they put the fire, we scream while we are alive. But we don't need to have that. The chinta kills us. That's enough. So if we have that blessings of this Akarshana Devata, then we are safe. This is the exam. Are we passing? This is like an example I will give you. Like let us say blood sugar for diabetes patients. What they say, usually they say you are on borderline. If we go that way, you fall into that. Let us say average. Let us say 5.7 or whatever. You go into the diabetic section. If we go a little bit here, you are okay. You are in borderline. This Chitta Karshini is the borderline for the test. Where are we going? Then if we pass, what happens? Then Dhairya Karshini. Dhairya means, I don't need to explain, that bravery, no fear, fearlessness to do anything, to act, even to spread our knowledge. We are not afraid now, because Chitta is purified with good knowledge. All this is scriptural knowledge. We are not afraid. We go forward. I am telling with my own example, my own experience. I am sharing with you. I am always afraid. I used to get so afraid to speak in front of people, as though I am doing that this kriya, this action. Later on, slowly, when we move forward, mother blesses this Dhairya Karshini. What happens? You are not the one who's speaking. The mother is speaking through you. You are only means. As long as you are thinking, you are doing, you are not having that Dhairya Karshini blessings. These are all devatas. That doership is still there. Then when with the mother blessings, everything opens up. Even though we have knowledge, that blocks us. Because I am speaking, that blockage. Just leave it to mother, whatever comes. Like this, I prepared so much. Oh, they are all desi. The reason is, they are all devotees. They are all coming. They are want to learn. I need to share whatever mother gave us the knowledge, gave me the knowledge. So whoever sharing the knowledge, they all prepare so much. Like Gurudev always says, you have to prepare 200%. To say, you have to prepare 200%. But we don't know what comes to our mind, what comes through our speech. Once we are in this called Vyasapeetham, when we are on the lecture hall, or when we are in that Vyasapeetham means that seat, wherever we are sitting, that is the Vyasapeetham. Whatever comes, only then mother will take care of it. This Dhairya Karshini pushed me into it, whether you believe it or not. Then slowly I said, this is my blessing. I'm not creating anything. I'm not writing the scriptures. I'm not doing anything. What I do is I do my sadhana, listening to great people like Gurus, Gurudev, Guruji, and other great Mahatmas. And then some things we understand, something goes to our chitta, means that memory power. Then we share. That's all it is. Whatever understood by me, whatever I appreciate, whatever I enjoy, then that means all those blocks are gone. Then I'm sharing with you, that's all. That Dhairya Karshini pushes us. That sharing comes. So this is what, then with the sharing, we get the leadership qualities. See, this is all mother's blessings. So then she says, you can do it. You can do it from behind. Then we are passing the tests. We are not absorbed in that Shabda Karshini, Rupa Karshini. Those tests we passed and moving forward. This Khadgamala is like giving us that power for ourselves. See, this is so beautiful. Really, mother worship is such a beautiful worship. That is why it is called Sri Vidya. This Sri Yantra Upasana is so beautiful. This telling us everything is we can apply. Applied science, this one. There is no gap. See, this is so beautiful. That then again, Smritya Karshini. Smriti means again a deeper level of memory power. What happens is, see, Smriti, that is why we say, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Smrti Rupena Samstita. We chant that Devi Stuti. See, that Devi is in everybody like a Smriti, deeper. That knowledge is going deeper and deeper. Then again we pass. Then we get Dhairya Karshini, attract us more. Then we share more. Then we will have more satsangs. Even for me and for you also, we get more opportunities for me to share more satsangs. That is why this for mother's blessings, I'm getting so many satsangs. I should not use the word I, but still to explain, I have to use them. Mother pushes us. I'm having so many satsangs. See, that is why Smritya Karshini, that prerana, that inspiration comes before the leadership and then sharing. Now the inspiration. It comes naturally. Oh, mother gave us, let me share, let me distribute. That is called dhanam, the charity, give away, give away. We need to give. If we don't give, what happens? Even water has to flow. Otherwise, if it stagnates at one place, what happens? You get the foul smell. Everything has to flow. Money has to flow. Knowledge has to flow. Water has to flow. Everything has to flow. That's Smritya Karshini, that memory power will increase. We are going into the sadhana in the deeper level. And then we know we belong to mother. That moment we know we belong to mother. Belongingness comes to with the mother. And then value of life we understand. That is where Sundarakanda Hanumanji says, value of life. very beautifully in one shloka, Valmiki Ramayana, very beautiful shloka. Whenever if we get a chance, if we do Hanuman Chalisa, I will tell you that shloka, very beautiful one. That is value of life. And then we, Smrtya Karshini will give. And then increase the memory power. And then Nama Karshini, again we are passing, then we are attracted, getting attached to mother's names. That is why we do Ashtottara Shatanamavali, means 108 names of mother. Sahasranamam means 1000 names. Vishnu Sahasranama, Krishna Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, Saraswati Sahasranama, Lakshmi Sahasranama. All those we revel in that chanting. First step is chanting without any mistakes. Second step, slowly that Nama, through that Nama, she will give us Bija Karshini. But that means she will reveal that Stotra means mantra, Bija means mantra. She will reveal herself. So Bija means two meanings we can take. Bija means seed. Mantra is nothing but seed form of that mother. Aim, Bijam means Saraswati. For Rishis, what happens when they hear Aim, that whole Saraswati form comes in front of them. For us, we need to know the form. She wears white sari, she carries a veena, and she carries a book. We need a lot of description. Then only the form comes to our mind. For Rishis, for the seers, that Rishis, Munis, Sadhu Purushas, whenever they hear that Aim Bijam, Saraswati form comes in front of them. Same way again, Srim Bijam is for Lakshmi. Aim, Srim, Klim is Manmadha Bijam. Akarshana, we need this Akarshana Shakti, attachment powers, attracting power. We need that. And then again, Sauhu means Shakti. We need that. Body needs Shakti to sit down. Mind needs Shakti, the power to sit down and listen, understand. Understanding takes up a lot of energy. We think we understood, but after the class we forget. We enjoy. That is the plus point. See, that is, we need that Shakti. That is a Sauhu. Aim, Klim, Shrim, Sauhu, Hreem. First day, class only we saw Bhuvaneshwari Bijam. Whole Ishwari, that Bhuvaneshwari Devata has to bless us too. That is Bija Karshini. And then gives us more satsangs, more scriptural knowledge. And then another one, Bija, is seed. I mentioned seed. Another seed is our thoughts are our seeds. Those thoughts will become like a sprout and then become like a big tree. Anyway, positive or negative. If we are going upwards, all the scriptural knowledge will become like a big tree. And then grow fruits, flowers and fruits, and then ripen. We enjoy the results of that fruits, karma phala. Listening to the Shastras, listening to this Khadgamala. If we have negative, what happens? That also grows. Then going downward. Upward or downward. First day only I mentioned in the music, Arohana or Avarohana. What do we want? Which one do you want to choose? This is what Bija Karshini Devata will bless us. Then we'll go to Atma Karshini. Means we'll go to the source, that self. It pulls us. That self in us, that Lalita Parabhattarika, Dahara Kasham, that Hrudaya Kasham it is called. That is where mother is there. That mother will pull us. Then we connect to the source, Atma Karshini. That is why consciousness, our Vedantin says, Brahman, self. We get into that source. Connection happens to the source. With Atma Karshini, blessings of this Devata, we are moving forward. See, connection happens. Doesn't mean we are established. See that, for example, when we build the house, first they take the connection. Then only they give the electricity. Then the electricity has to flow. Then the switch has to be there. When we turn on the switch, then the electricity flows and comes through the bulb or fan or AC unit. These are all Akarshana Devatas are helping us to make the connection to the universal mother, Lalita Parabhattarika. These are all helping agents. That's why they are all Devatas. They are like angels. They are going to bless, they are blessing us to move forward. And then what happens, life becomes beautiful. And we still have two more. Let me finish those two. I'm going to take a little bit extra time. That way you have the whole package. Then what happens? Amruta Karshini. Amruta means nectar, whole immortal bliss. That it comes like a glimpses. We experience that. That is why we are coming to satsang. We are experience that bliss little bit. But it may not stay, it may stay. Depends on this Amruta Karshini Devata's blessings. So then that immortal blessing, that Amruta means that bliss, getting connection to that bliss. So then what happens? This is up to if we pass Chitta Karshini to Amruta Karshini. Chitta Karshini, Dhairya Karshini, Smritya Karshini, Nama Karshini, Bija Karshini, Atma Karshini, Amruta Karshini. If we pass the test, this is what we get. Let us say if we pass, but then some subjects, Shabda Karshini, I have weakness for Shabda. I'm okay with Rasa or I am okay with Gandha. But when I hear gossip, I'm attracted. Then I am trapped into that. I fell into the trap. Then what happens? This is where the danger, Sharira Karshini. Even one attraction we have, fall for the trap, then again we take the birth, Sharira Karshini. Then these Devatas will say, okay, that's okay, don't worry. You still have that Akarshana, that attraction, that attachment towards this Sharira body. That's why we have to put the danger red mark there. Don't connect to this Sharira Karshini. That is the danger zone. Then I will fail again. But rest of them, I need to get connection. See how beautiful it is. Then again, we saw that Kama Karshini, Buddhya Karshini, Ahankara Karshini. That Ahankara Karshini, again, danger. We can put red danger, the red star. Again, red star, Sharira Karshini. So these are all, don't connect to body. Then these are all like when we chant this Kama Karshini, Buddhya Karshini, Kama Karshini, Buddhya Karshini, Ahankara Karshini, Sharira Karshini, Shabda Karshini, Rupa Karshini, Gandha Karshini, all those, they have to come like a flashes. Okay, this we need to connect, this we need to connect. But this one, no, Sharira Karshini. Because I'm not this body, not this limited to this body. I'm much more than that. For that I am that Atma Karshini. I'm that Amruta Karshini. I am Satchidananda. Means existence, consciousness, bliss. That immortal I am. Who am I? I'm not the body. Sharira Karshini. No, I'm not that. I am immortal. Satchitananda, Atma Karshini, Amruta Karshini. I am that Amruta. I am that Ananda Swarupa. I am that blissful. I don't need to reach. I am that. I am the sugar. That sugarness I am. So that is why these are all Akarshana Devatar are attracting us to go move forward. This is all Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram, second Avarana, second layer, and the Yogini is Gupta Yogini. Secretly she is watching us. Because we are going inner. When we become inner, everything becomes secret, like a superlative, like a compare, like that, tara, tama, like that. comparative, superlative, like that, good, better, best, like that. It goes, when we go inner, it becomes secret, secretest, like that. Gupta Yogini is secret. Secretly, she is blessing us. So this is Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakra, means all Paripuraka, all over, all around me, all ashas, everything gets fulfilled. Then I live fulfilled life. In my life, I see the abundance. I don't see no lack, nothing lacking in my life. When I lack something, I want something. When I see full, I don't need anything. That is why Kama Karshini. Why do we desire? Because I feel I am limited. I feel I am lacking something. I feel I don't have something. I don't have to have something. But we don't know where to go. That is why we go buy a car, buy a house, or go for big promotions, or acquire money, or get married, or have children, grandchildren, this, that. We keep on acquiring because we are seeing the happiness in them. There is nothing wrong in that. There is nothing wrong. Nobody says we need all that. But we should not go beyond our limitations, beyond our whatever mother gives us, whatever we need. That Krishna should not be there. More on everything. That is why when I feel lacking, that is why I feel that. That is why we chant. I'm going to conclude this. What do we chant? Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Means we chant that. We chant that, but we are lacking something. That is why we go after Kama Karshini, to desire. But we are absolute bliss. Amrita Karshini. We should not Sharira Karshini. See how beautiful it is. Each one is one Devata. That is the second Avarana, Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. Hari Om, everybody.
Thank you, Hari Om. Happy Janmashtami, everyone.
Happy Janmashtami.
Amma, I have a question. Happy
Sure,
Janmashtami. I have one question.
Sure.
Maybe next time you. Are these chakra what we talked about today same as in our body, Mooladhara chakra, Swadhisthana chakra?
Yes, Trailokya Mohana Chakra. I'm glad you reminded that. I was going to say that today. First one, Trailokya Mohana Chakra, is our body. In our body, the feet.
Oh, okay.
And then these vruttas, the three vruttas, they are not belong to chakras, 9 layers, but that one is our thighs, urus. Urus means thigh. And now today, Sarvasha Paripurak Chakram, the second one, is our Kati Pradesham. Kati means our not Nabhi. Nabhi means navel. Our waistline below Nabhi, like let us say pelvic area. All the genital organs, where that is what Kati is called that. You know, not Nabhi. Nabhi comes the third one, Ashtadala Padmam. And next week it will come. Below Nabhi, higher than thighs. That wherever that genital area, chakras I will take up separate. I don't want you to get confused with this.
Okay.
A lot of people get confused. Keep Sri Chakra as it is. Sri Chakra, first Trailokya Mohan Chakram, first Avarana is our feet. And then second Avarana is Kati Pradesha, means below the that waistline. Okay, where the genital organs. The third Avarana, where that is Ashtadala Padmam. Next week we'll cover that. Ananga Kuske, Ananga Mekale. That one is our Nabhi. Nabhi means navel. But you are right, they are overlap, the chakras and the Sri Chakram. But I will, after finish this, I will take up that chakra.
Okay. Thank you, Amma. Yeah.
Here I come. Okay? Hari Om.
Okay. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి.
Thank you. Hari Om.